All right. All right, so we're gonna do 30 seconds for each exercise, and we'll do one set of the exercises and then cycle back through up to the top and do another cycle. So what we're gonna start with is reaching our arms overhead and coming down to our legs again. We're gonna do these a little bit faster than we were doing in the warm-up. So still trying to get a nice stretch, but you don't need to hold it for as long. All right, and I'm just gonna start my timer. All right, and now we're gonna do some more heel raises. So again, bringing your heel up and off the floor.
Heel.
And you can all, oh, sorry. So pointing your toe into the ground might be a better way to describe it. So you can do it alternating if you want, or you can do it up together, but just making sure you're coming down nice and slow with your heels. All right, we're gonna switch exercises. So you're gonna press your hands into your knees, and with your knees, you wanna try and push outwards. So resisting the push of your hands. And relax, and we're gonna go again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And we're gonna go one more time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and relax. We're gonna do just the opposite. So bringing your hands in between your legs, you're gonna try and push out, and with your legs, you're gonna try and push inwards. So just resisting the push of your legs and your hands. And relax. And we're gonna go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're gonna go once more. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice. So we're gonna get back to the marching again. I told you we'd do it a lot. So really try and get those big swings in with your hands. Trying to get your knees up. Holding those stomach muscles nice and tight and being nice and upright. All right, we're gonna do some kickouts. So really, again, just trying to get that quad muscle firing, staying nice and upright, squeezing the stomach muscles, and you can come down, trying to hold that for 5 seconds. And then coming down, just alternating legs. How's it feeling so far?
Good.
Okay, let me know if it's too much at all, and I can tone it down or pick it up, whatever you guys need. All right, so we're gonna keep up with these kickouts, but now we're going to add some punches. So still kicking out with your legs, but you're gonna add your arms this time. Nice, good job. All right, keep it going. We have 7 seconds left of these. All right, and we're gonna do some side punches now. So you can keep kicking your legs out if you're comfortable with that, but this time we're just twisting our body. And try and pick up the speed if you can. And 5 seconds left. All right, you guys can take a break if you want to, grab some water. I know that was a lot. We did a little push at the end there, so grab some water, whatever you need.
You can ask. Okay.
All right. So when you're good with that, we're gonna pick back up. So we're gonna do arms out to the side and up again. So reaching, and we don't need to come down by our legs this time. So we're just trying to get a nice stretch again, reaching up to the sky, keeping that quad or keeping that core tight. All right. And we're gonna hold our arms halfway for 5 seconds, and we can drop them. And we're going to bring them up again halfway, hold for 5, and drop. And again, we're just going to keep cycling through this for 30 seconds. This is good. I can feel it in my shoulder. Good shoulder workout. All right, and we're gonna get back to the curls. So just curling up again, trying to get that full extension in your elbow and curling up as much as you can. My elbow cracks every time I do these. I know. It's okay though. I know. We don't want to know what that means.
Right?
Yeah. Just air. All right. So we're gonna push ourselves to the edge of our chair, and we're gonna try and lift ourselves up just a little bit. You're not gonna get a lot of height with it, but we're just trying to engage the triceps in the back of your arm. So just trying to lift yourself off. And if it's easier, you can lift yourself all the way off the chair and come down if you want like a little bit of a challenge. But if that feels like too much, that's okay too.
That's hard.
I know that one is really tricky.
I'm gonna fall. I'm trying all these people.
Oh God, don't fall. It's not worth it.
No.
All right. So after this one, we're going to do shoulder blade squeezes. So you're just squeezing your shoulder blades back and holding for 5. And this is really good for your postural muscles. And you're going to relax. So same thing, we're just going to cycle through 5 seconds of hold. And then relaxing. And these are great to do, honestly, all the time. I do them a lot, like when I'm driving or just sitting in class, they're good to do. Because we're always hunched over like this, writing notes. So this is good to work on our posture. All right. And we're going to turn our head to the, well, this is my right, and then your right. And then switch. Trying to get that movement in our neck. All right. And we're gonna open and close our hands all the way up. So kind of combining some movements that we were doing at the very beginning. Wiggling those fingers. All right. And now again, we're gonna scooch ourselves over to the end of our chair. And this time we're gonna go up on our heels. So we're gonna lift our toes up off the ground, if you can see my toes. So kind of just like tapping, making sure you're not slamming your toes down. So having nice and controlled movement. And we can come up and hold for 5, trying to make it a little bit more difficult. And slowly lowering down, and we'll do one more like that. So holding for 5 and slowly coming down. And now we're going to bring our leg out, and again, we're going to do the circles around. So 5 of these, 2 and 1, and switch direction. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching legs when you're ready. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch direction. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching legs again. So we're going to go right back into it. Making sure you're nice and upright again, really focusing on that posture. And switching direction. I might have done a little bit more than 5.
Okay.
And switching legs. 3, 4, and 5. And switch direction. 4, 5. All right. So you guys can take another break, and then we're going to cycle through the workout one more time. So just grab your water if you need it, but if you don't need it, that's okay.
You don't need it.
I'm good.
You're a warrior.
Yes, that's right.
You're made for this.
Maybe.
All right, so we're going to, again, bring our arms up overhead and come down to our toes. And cycle back through, creating nice big circles with our arms, really trying to stretch out our spine. And make sure you're trying to hinge at your hips here instead of your back. All right. And we're going to do some heel raises. So you can scoot yourself to the edge and you're going to lift your heel up again. So just bringing your heel off the floor. You're going to hold this for 5 seconds. So we're trying to make it a little bit more difficult. And then slowly lowering down to the floor and right back up. Holding for 5. 3, 2, 1, and down. And back up. 4, 3, 2, 1, down and up. Okay. All right. And that was the last one for that. So we're going to, again, press our hands into our knees, trying to push our legs out to the sides. So holding for 5 and relax. And again, hold for 5 and relax. Hold for 5 and relax. And one more. Hold for 5. All right, and just the opposite. So pressing our hands outwards, trying to bring our knees in. 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. And one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. We're going to do our marches again. So really trying to get those nice big swings in with our arms. Keeping our core nice and tight while we do this. And just thinking about big motions.
I want to do the other one.
I was doing that at the beginning too.
Oh, it's hard because you want to do the same side.
Yeah, I know. For some reason, it's counterintuitive.
Not the norm. Who's playing?
All right, and we're going to kick our legs out this time. So again, trying to hold that quad muscle for 5 seconds and slowly lowering down. And does anybody have any difficulty with these at all?
No.
Okay.
My leg doesn't go out that much.
Oh, that's okay. That's
exactly,
okay.
Not exactly a rockette here.
We need to do some hamstring stretches then. All right. And now continuing with the kickouts, we're going to do them a little bit faster so you don't need to hold. And with these, you're going to add some punches in the front. And again, thinking about keeping that core nice and stable. You shouldn't have too much movement in your trunk.
So 2 things. I think What am I doing?
And now we're going to go out to the side. So now you'll add the twists. And we can pick up the speed a little bit with this. And then we'll take our break.
Now I need water.
Hydration nation over here. All right, great job, guys. We'll take a little break, grab some water if you have it. All right, so we're going to bring our arms up and come down and up, down. And we're going to bring our arms out to the side, holding for 5. And coming down and out to the side again. And coming down. And we're going to get into our curls. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring ourselves to the edge of our seat, trying to lift ourselves up again, trying to get those triceps involved. And again, if you feel like challenging yourself without falling over, you can bring yourself to the edge if you need to. But it's whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Think it's hard?
Yeah.
No. I like it was easy. I don't think it's easy.
I don't think it's easy either,
We're
especially after a few. All right, and we're gonna get into our shoulder blade squeezes. So bringing them back, and we won't hold for as long. So just doing a little pause there and then coming out of it and squeezing back and out and out. And we're going to try and bring our heels up and off the floor this time. And slowly lowering them down so they don't flop to the floor. All right. And for our last exercise, we're going to do just a little bit of straightening your leg, and we'll do the holds for 5 seconds again. 2, 1, and switch legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and one more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so you can take a little break if you need to. I'm just flipping my paper over, and we'll do a little cool down. So if you need water, that's okay, but I'll just get right into the cool down. So taking a nice deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. And one more. In through your nose and out through your mouth. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. You can continue to do the deep breaths. Those are always good. Try and get that heart rate down if it came up at all. Doing some arm wiggles. Loosen everything up. Come up in front of you. And then to the side. Try not to hit each other.
No. Tricky.
All right, and we're going to just do some extension with our wrist. So just trying to get a nice stretch through our arm. And you can switch arms. And then we'll flip our hands over. And you can switch arms. Nice. All right. And if you feel comfortable with this, you can bring your leg to your chest, however far you can get it, just to get a nice stretch behind your legs. And just until you start to feel the stretch. So just holding for a little bit, and then you can switch legs when you're ready. And one more time. And switch. And to end, we'll just do a nice one more deep breath in and out. So through the nose and out through the mouth. And that's the end of the workout. If you guys want to chit chat or whatever, I can leave the Zoom on for a little bit, but you guys did a great job with the workout and I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, yes.
That's
We
good.
definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After being cooped in the house.
I know.
Visualizing what
It
it's
makes
like
such
to
a
be-
difference.
What it's like to be with grad students while you're in your classes, doing all these lifts and everything. You're taking notes,
I
but
know.
you're doing all these other things.
I know. Thank God we're not like stuck behind a desk too much. There's a little bit of movement
Right.
that we're able to do. Thank God, or else I would go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I know. We're so lucky. We get to go in for labs. So we get to go in 4 times a week for an hour and a half. So that's made such a difference.
Oh,
That's
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And they do it really safely too. We get like COVID tests and stuff done, and we're in pods of like 8 people. So
Yeah.
we just stick with our pod, and it's usually created for the people who we hang out with typically. So they call them like family units.
Oh,
So
that's good.
yeah, they've done a really good job with it. And I'm just going to stop this recording.